This is episode 3256 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley. Welcome to day 2 of our series we're exploring this week. This week, it's all about overcoming fear. And there's an emphasis on learning about so you can help a loved one or help yourself if you suffer from OCD or obsessive-compulsive disorder. Over the past few weeks, I've received numerous emails and direct messages on my Sip and Om Instagram, which I always enjoy hearing from you. All these messages have been with the request for OCD. And I want to let you know that you are definitely not alone if you struggle with repetitive, compulsive thoughts or actions that detract from your lifestyle. You might even find that this compulsive behavior interferes with you enjoying your life. So in this week's series, you are going to be guided using meditation techniques to help you soothe yourself in a way that activates your parasympathetic nervous system, right at the prefrontal lobes of your brain, the part of your brain that meditation strengthens as you meditate more and more consistently. Rather than soothe yourself by reacting with your sympathetic nervous system, which causes you to go into fight or flight response mode. This is the part of the brain that is activated when you feel a sense of compulsion or repetitive negative thoughts. It's a fear response. And there's a lot of fear going on these days, especially as we endure a pandemic. I did a little research on the International OCD Foundation website, and I discovered there that one of the most important aspects to consider if you struggle or if a loved one struggles with OCD, or if you don't necessarily struggle with OCD, but you notice repetitive negative thoughts that interrupt your enjoyment in life. It's recommended that you don't negate the thought or try to switch off the thought or mask it in any way, but rather you acknowledge what you're experiencing and you remain present with yourself during your pain. Now, OCD is often a byproduct of trauma or extenuating stressful situations. So these rituals that are formed become compulsive. So if you, for example, leave the home and you think, I don't think I shut off the stove, you go back and make sure that it's shut off. Or you leave again and you think, oh no, did I leave the iron on? So you come back and you make sure that the iron is turned off. It's this ritual that might happen repetitively. Sometimes we all might rush home because we may indeed feel that we left the oven on. But with OCD, it's a situation where there's a compulsion to do this again and again. And you might experience yourself counting when you're feeling stressed. And this counting is a ritual that may be done to soothe oneself. So these are examples of OCD. There are so many other examples. One of the main components in managing it, as I mentioned, is to be present with yourself or a loved one who may be experiencing this kind of stress or trauma. So as you go through this week's series, begin to become aware of your own rituals for managing stress, whether or not you experience a compulsion to do so or not. Notice how you tend to react. In fact, your challenge this week is to keep a journal of how you're responding to stress. One way you can begin to soothe yourself is by repeating an affirmation, a positive statement that helps you to feel empowered and helps you to feel soothed or safe. Before I guide you through the meditation, I want to mention that meditation is a beautiful way to help you soothe yourself. And in this case, it's a positive ritual you create for yourself. And one way to begin to feel inclined to meditate is to make sure your body is comfortable. A relaxed body creates a calm mind. So for this reason, I want to share with you, which I have not done before, but my favorite meditation cushion. I get asked this question. It's one of my most asked questions by you, is what cushions do I use? Now, you can use a cushion from your sofa or your bed, but my favorite cushions are from a company that sells pretty much just cushions and a few other meditation-specific products. They focus on getting it right with their cushions in particular. I'm sitting on one right now. I will share more about this on my Sipinome Instagram. I'd like to introduce you to Mindful and Modern. They have agreed to sponsor this episode because I love their products so much. Their cushions are filled with either 100% cotton batting or natural buckwheat hulls. And you may know that a lot of brands use cheaper, light fillers, even styrofoam, in their products to save on production and shipping costs. But Mindful and Modern really offers a sustainable, natural product that's also so beautiful. I keep it out in my living room, in my bedroom. It's not a cushion you have to stuff away. It's a beautiful aesthetic cushion that's also very sustainable. You can easily tote it with you to a yoga or meditation class. So my search for the ideal meditation cushion is over. I'm so pleased with Mindful and Modern, and that is why I am sharing them with you. A lot of other brands have reached out to me, but it just wasn't a great cushion. So this one is truly my favorite. You can receive a 15% discount off your entire order if you use the code Meditate Daily. So you can go to mindfulandmodern.com and enter the code Meditate Daily for 15% off. I wanted to share that with you. So there you go. You're all set. As you sit down now to relax your mind and your body, begin to notice where you're holding any tension. And begin to notice where this tension is coming from within your body, with your thoughts. If you're not noticing tension and you're feeling relaxed, deepen this experience of relaxation. Allow yourself to experience whatever you are feeling at this moment. Be present with yourself. Opening up to any pain you may be experiencing emotionally, mentally, physically. Allow it to happen in your life. It's there. No need to mask it. Know you're going through a difficult time, or acknowledge that you are handling your stress and anxiety in a better way these days. Celebrate your mini victories and be present with yourself as you experience pain. It's all part of your journey. You are on an ever-evolving journey. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Begin to relax into your pain, knowing you can be present with yourself, knowing that it's okay. And now I invite you to repeat the affirmation, I am ever evolving. I am ever evolving. I am ever evolving. Recognize this truth, knowing your pain evolves as well, knowing your joy evolves, knowing you'll experience the full spectrum of life's emotions. Now mentally repeat to yourself, I am ever evolving. I am ever evolving. Beautiful. Now allow yourself to sit in stillness, being present with however you're feeling at this moment, knowing you are so worth slowing down for.